Hi, I'm Luana Rubin from Equilter.com, and today we're going to start a three-part series about African fabrics, and I'm going to show you some of the African quilts that I brought back from my recent trip to South Africa. As you may know, I traveled with Carolyn Mazlumi's group, the Women of Color Quilters Network, and we went to Johannesburg and then Cape Town. We went to the Quilt Festival in Johannesburg, and of course we saw a lot of really beautiful Nelson Mandela tribute quilts that were in an exhibit there, and you may have seen the photos that I put up on my Flickr site. But while I was there, I also went to some craft shows and we visited some villages, and I picked up some things that I just thought you would love to see for inspiration. So what I'd like to show you here today is I brought 3 pieces of Kuba cloth, and these are the traditional really applique pieces that are made in the villages, and we were lucky enough to buy them in downtown Johannesburg in Nelson Mandela Square. There's a craft co-op there right off of the square. And take a look at the geometrics, because I really love when we get in these fabrics that have the exact same geometrics. So you may be inspired by these, and then you can pick up some of these geometric fabrics that we've ordered in. So this is the first one, and you can see it's very simple. It has 2 neutral toned woven grass cloth on a background of a darker color. And of course the darker color really makes it pop, and you can think about in your quilt design either for applique or working with some of these fabrics that have a very similar color story going on. The next one is a very right angle geometric, and you can see that there is some layering going on with another color in the background of the applique here. And again, it's on a dark background, so it really makes the design pop off of the background. And these, by the way, are runners, so you're only seeing half of the length here. So these are, this might give you an idea for a table runner, for instance. And here's another piece that uses several different colors, but again, they are appliqued onto a darker background, and they have something that would be similar to like a blanket stitch around the edge of each applique shape. So having looked at these geometric shapes, let's look at some of the fabrics that are inspired by these Kuba cloth. So this obviously looks very much like these geometrics. The colors are different, and I think that's actually, it's wonderful to bring in color, because sometimes when you use too many of these neutral and earth tones, it doesn't quite pop quite as well. We carry several of these imported fabrics from West Africa, and we also carry fabrics that are African inspired, that are printed in Asia, but designed by someone who's been to Africa. This one is imported from Africa, and the one thing that we really love about these is the bold graphic geometrics, and also the symbols that you may be familiar with that describe various aspects of village life and African wisdom. Here's another color of this same geometric print, more similar with the neutral and the earth tone colors. And I also wanted to share with you this black and white zebra batik, and you can see that this would also potentially go really well with this wildlife panel. And you can see that there's a zebra with those same very bold black and white colors, but also the lions and the cheetahs in the grass. So blending that bold black and white with the neutrals. And here's another great panel. And boy, these panels are so popular with our customers, because you can use them just to simply make a quilt, or you can make a wall hanging out of them, or a pillowcase. They come in 24-inch repeats, so keep that in mind when you're ordering. Every 24 inches is one full repeat. And this one has more of the earth tones, but again, think about bringing in prints and batiks and some of the other kind of interesting earthy textures that we may have, like a grass print would be great with this. And I'm going to show you just one more wonderful multicolor print that we carry. And it's got all the different animals. It's kind of like a vintage postcard idea. So I hope that gives you some great ideas. These are some of the inspirations that I brought back from my trip to South Africa. And watch for part 2. Thank you.